A lot of people will tell you that selling beats online successfully is impossible. A lot of other people will tell you that it's easy. You should not trust either of those opinions. They're both wrong. Selling beats online is not easy, and it's definitely not impossible. You've probably gotten some DMs recently, obviously spam, obviously copy and paste, telling you that there's a shortcut to getting plays and sales, and telling you that all the top selling producers on BeatStars are using this bot, this spam bot. And the beautiful thing is most people aren't falling for it because they see through it. But there are a lot of producers out there desperately trying to find a way to build their online beat selling business. Somebody telling you there's a shortcut is really appealing. You want to trust them. You want some way to make it clear, some way to make it faster, some way to make it easy, and some way to make it relatively cheap. I'm sorry that I'm not that guy. I'm not going to tell you that. What I am going to do is continue my search for the best advice from producers who are doing very well in the online beat licensing space. I want to know why they're selling beats, what their methods are, what they think is special about their beats that is causing them to sell so much. And so today I bring you a conversation I had with Ramoon and Ransom. They recently produced 6ix9ine single Yaya, which has already gone viral on the internet, as you can expect. And that beat was actually a beat that they had uploaded to BeatStars and were licensing. So how did that happen? How did they get enough eyes on them so that an opportunity like that came along? They explain it all, and on top of it, they're very honest about, because I want to have honest conversations so that if you find yourself in similar situations, you know what to expect. I think traditionally a lot of producers were shy about talking about the details of their business. It's not one of these conversations. They talk exactly about how much 6ix9ine's people paid them for the beat. They talk about mistakes they made with the agreement. They talk about their branding. They talk about going through beat block and not liking beats that actually end up selling. So shout out to them for having a very honest conversation, much like the Bubba Got Beats conversation that I posted, I believe, last week. So hopefully you can find not only some inspiration, but also some information from this conversation. That was not a spoken word piece. As you move forward in your journey towards becoming a career producer, whether you're trying to license beats online, produce the next viral hit, or both, much success to you. Let's be honest, you're not gonna find these videos anywhere else. Why? Because I make them. So it would really help me out if you subscribe. If you've already subscribed, what also really helps is if you like the video and leave a comment. It's hard in the era of clickbait videos on YouTube and negativity in the producer community, and I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. What's crazy, so you've only been collaborating for about a year together, and in that year, correct me if I'm wrong, but the 6ix9ine record, Yaya, that you both produced, is probably the biggest placement you've gotten so far. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
So obviously you're a good team and you're going to continue working with each other, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. It's a vibe. Like we vibing with each other. Like for sure.
So I want to talk more about how that beat turned into a hit song. But did you have major placements before that? Either one of you?
Mine was in Nigeria with Ransom.
What's
that
the name?
was before Ransom.
Oh, Runtown. Yeah, I know who that.
Yeah. That was my first placement.
And how did you get that? Was that through the internet or was that through an actual face-to-face meeting?
What actually happened?
Can y'all hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you. I think what actually happened, I was just going through my email. I saw his email, but I was not too sure because some people were saying like people usually send spams. So I think somebody sent me a DM because someone's using my same name as Ransom Beats on Twitter. So he sent me a DM that a major artist is looking for me. Then he sent me a screenshot of the conversation between him and Runtown. So, and I hit him up. Then he not too much. He pull up to London. So we went to London. We're working. We're connecting as well.
Oh, you flew all the way out to London to make that happen?
No, I was already in I was already in UK. Yeah, I was studying in the University of Essex. Yeah. So he was in
Okay.
London. I was outside London.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know you went to university in London.
Yeah.
So
But
then
it's
you.
alright.
Okay, so that's dope. So it was like the internet plus a face-to-face meeting, and it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
It sounds like it happened fast. Ramoon, did you have major placements before this record?
No, never. Like big placement. This is like the first big placement. I had like some of like small artists on Belgium, but that's not that big. Feel me? I can't count it as a placement.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What was the collaboration for the Yaya record? Who sent what first, and how did you complete that beat?
Yeah, like Ransom. I'll let Ransom explain like the first part because he made the vocals. Ransom,
basically-
explain some.
So basically, it was on a Sunday that we made like everything. So, like, I think I woke up in the morning, or I think it was in the evening when me and Ramon were talking. I was like, "Yo, we need to make like a lot of beats. Like, we are slacking. Like, what are we doing? Like all these kind of things." So we're making beats. Then the final one, I got a beat block. Then I was going through Splice, but not like I was going on vocals. So I just dragged the sample, then put it on FL Studio. Then I started chopping it. After chopping it, I started switching it, then started adding like gross beats, like mostly gross beats because I like designing, doing like some designing inside gross beats. So and I called them Ramon on Instagram. Yo, check this out. I'm not really too sure because I was playing him like all the melodies. Then he heard that one, he was like, because I was trying to delete, I wanted to delete it. They were like, no, send it to me. That he has an idea for it.
I swear, this always happens. It's like the beat you're not sure of becomes your biggest record.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was actually crazy. Because I was literally going to delete it. I told him, bro, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling this. The guy said, yo, just send it. Trust me. I was still telling him, bro, I'm not feeling this. He said, just send it. So I sent it. I sent him like a long loop, like switching the switches and everything. So
Yeah.
I think on Monday, when I came back from my lectures, I got an email from Ramon, like with the beat MP3. So I was listening to all of them. So I now listened to the last one I sent with the vocal. When I heard what he did to it, I was like, this guy is evil, man. Fuck. Sorry for using the swearing word.
So you liked it again after that? Yeah, I mean sometimes you have to filter an idea through somebody else, and then you start liking it again. So he sends you the files. What happened next, Ramon?
Yeah, it was like on, I think on 90, 94, 95. He didn't expect, because I heard it. He was like, "Yo, it's not good for Afrobeat." But I heard what I heard on my mind is what Guaro sound like. It's Mon Baton, like with those aggressive drums and like 808 and things like that. So I grabbed it, I speeded it up. It was like 94. I made it like 105. Like, and I started like making like the percussions, like the snares and everything. I did like the classic spins 808 because people be using like bass on Mon Baton, and I added like an 808 to make it different because you can hear like some little slides in there. And that's it. Like that was Guaro, and I believe like that beat. I believe like it was something big. It's gonna do something big. Because once we dropped it, it went crazy.
I was curious about the name. I figured one of you was from like South America, maybe because of the name that you chose for that beat. How did you select that name?
Like my selection of names is crazy. Like I go to Google and I type like, for example, I'm making like Cuban style, right? I type Cuba slang. If I'm making Colombian style, I type Colombia slang, and then I find like the perfect word for the beat, like something that's really matching like the beat, and it's a slang word. So I choose it. That's it.
That's interesting. I wonder psychologically for the consumer how that affects, what they're, how willing they are to even listen and then buy a beat if the title of the beat fits, and especially if we're talking about something so culturally specific as the slang of I guess obviously 6ix9ine's not South American, but hey, he liked the beat. So here's my next question: how did he get that beat? How did he even hear it?
I mean, let me tell you like the full story of the beat. So we uploaded it under like DJ Snake X Mon Baton type beat on my channel, right? It went crazy. It was like going like to 150K, right? And then this guy, I won't say no names, but he's a manager of big artists in LA, right? He contacted me. He was like, yo, we need the beat for Fast and Furious 9. We got it placed, da 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 da. I was like, all right, let's do it. He was like, can you take it off YouTube for me? For like 2 weeks. I take it off from YouTube. We waiting 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then 2 months, nothing happens. I was like, yo, let's get the beat up on YouTube. This guy, I'm messaging him like he doesn't respond. I'm like, let's get it back on YouTube. And then once I got it back, some months after that, like this guy like messaged me on YG. He was like, yo, I need this beat for this. Like he didn't say no artist name. He called me. He was like, yo, we need this beat. He didn't even know the name of the beat. He was like, yo, I'm gonna play you an audio and you tell me the name of the beat. He plays the audio. He was like, I told him, yo, this is the name of the beat. He told me, all right, we want to do it right now. I can't say no names. The artist is big. I was like, let's do it. We got the contract done like the same day. It was night. So I sent him like the beat. And then after like 2 days, 3 days, we saw like the 6ix9ine snippet. So basically, he got it from like YouTube.
Wait, so you said another big artist contacted you, or they just wouldn't tell you their name, the name of the artist when they contacted you?
No, he's an A&R like from Create Music Group, like Car. His name is Car. Like shout out to him right now. So he's an A&R, right? So he contacted me on DM, and he told me, yo, we need this beat, but we don't know the artist right now.
Oh, they knew the artist because they handle 6ix9ine's monetization and all that. Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, let's do it. I mean, I don't have no problem, like, cause the guy already like been like he's followed by my friend. He's a producer, so I was like, if it's clean business, let's do it. And then
it's funny. I wonder why he didn't tell you that, because Concept P, who I talked to about producing one of the earlier 6ix9ine records, which was Kuda way back. I think the same thing happened to him, where somebody contacted him and said, "I want this beat," but they didn't tell him it was for 6ix9ine. So they're pretty secretive.
I remember that interview you did with him. Like he contacted him for like, and he told me $700. Right? Is that the interview?
Yeah, it was. I think it was either $500 or $700. Did they?
Yeah,
okay, so obviously back then 6ix9ine wasn't the viral celebrity that he is now. Did they approach you differently in terms of the money this time around?
Yeah, for sure. Like we got like I think 10K.
Okay, that was a very honest question, or a very honest answer, because someone did ask that, and not everyone's comfortable talking. But I think shout out to you guys for actually saying that, because a lot of producers don't know what to expect from that kind of placement, and now they do. So I appreciate that. All right, so someone else wanted to know a little more detail about the business. I had a conversation with 6ix9ine's publishing administrators, and they said he was very fair about splitting publishing equally with producers, which in my head I'm thinking, shouldn't everybody be doing that? Was that your experience? Was it a fair split? You guys each got, and how do you just work it out 50-50 between the two of you, so each of you got 25% of the song?
Yeah, we're always working out, like, even if I make the melody or he makes the melody, I make the drums, like whatever, we always split it 50-50, the publishing 50-50. Always.
Yeah, I think that keeps things clean and easy, and you don't ever have any kind of doubt. I think this is a good lesson, because it's like you're going to continue collaborating. Obviously, you have to. You just made a huge hit record. You know what I mean? Yeah. We all want you to keep making more. So, you know what I mean? Let's all kind of learn from this, because I think a lot of times producers don't trust each other. Producers are really focused on well, I did most of it, so I should get 27%, that kind of thing. Does it really matter? Shouldn't you just be determined to build something together if both of you are going to win from it? Don't you want to see each other equally benefit?
Exactly, because I don't care like who like if he makes, for example, I'm making this beat, right? Ransom comes and make like the hi-hats and made like another hi-hats. I'm giving him his percentage. I don't care. You feel me? Because for me, like, it's more like relationship than like numbers. You feel me? So it's more of like that's why also I don't collab a lot. Like, I only collab with Ransom and Rock Legion. Is another friend of mine. I don't like collabing a lot because for me it's more of a relationship than like a business and send me loops and send me that. You feel me? It's like that's how we treat. If I really like you, like, personally, we rock with each other, we vibe with each other outside music, then we good.
Yeah, Ransom, how do you feel about collabs? Because my thing is, I like collaborating with people, but at the same time, a lot of people will say things like, let me send you loops, and then you don't actually know what they want from you. And so I collaborate with, a lot more people. I'm a little more social than you are, Ramoon, but I collaborate with people that I know have a very clear understanding of an equal split, and to me it doesn't matter, but at least I know what the business is right away getting into the situation. How do you feel about that, Ransom?
Me, I collaborate with everyone, but I mostly love doing the melodies than the drums, because that is my strength. My strength is more of the melody. But I'm very, very picky with my collab, because if I'm making a certain genre, I will have to have someone that is strong at the drum side to do that. But I mostly collaborate with Ramoon because his kind of production merged with my own gives this kind of like new vibe, like something that I've not been heard before, like combination of different sounds in one genre.
Yeah, and I think that's another big thing to determine. Not everyone can work with everybody, because not everybody has styles that mesh together, like you said, right?
Yeah. So
here is another really big conversation. So once 6ix9ine's people, I guess it was Create TV. Create TV are the people that sent you the contract.
Create Music Group, CMG.
Sorry, I'm used to calling them Create TV because it used to be Create TV. CMG used to. My bad. I've worked with them for a long time. They sent you the contract?
Yeah.
And did they send it to each of you, a different contract, or was it just something that one of you signed up?
The same.
The same contract.
The same. Like, yeah, they sent it to me and they sent it to Ransom. And one of mistakes that I did, I was quick to sign. I mean, the publishing is good. Like, we get in a fair share, but we didn't get no points. So we were like rushing. I didn't have a lawyer. Now I have a lawyer. So I was rushing through because like it's 10K. It's coming right now through PayPal, and it's like a big artist. So I was like, yo, let's sign this. I signed it. But like from now on, I got my lawyer like to take care of everything. Like I'm not signing anything without my lawyer.
So did you have the same experience, Ransom?
Nah, he woke me up from sleep because I was getting ready for this.
Person was sleeping like, bro, wake up. Bro, wake up. We have like, you need to sign the contract right now. And he was like, what?
And so he was half asleep and he signed the contract.
Yeah, because apparently I was getting ready for work the next day. Because basically in my country there's something called NYC where you like serve you serve the country for like a year before you start working. So that's what I was preparing for before Ramon woke me up. And after signing, I couldn't sleep.
Okay, so actually at the BeatStars Summit coming up, we're gonna have a conversation about points because that's a big part of a contract that I think a lot of producers don't understand, and it's actually the whole idea of points is something apparently it's new. Like 30 years ago, producers, 40 years ago, maybe not. We shouldn't use the term producer. The people making the beat, producing the beat of a song, didn't necessarily get points, and now that's our way of getting those points. And the reality of points is that there's such a small percentage, and they come out of what the artist is getting, which is only what the label gives them. So it's a really complicated formula used to determine what people get paid. So I do want to talk about that, but I appreciate you bringing that up and explaining, how that happened with all of you. So how quickly after you signed the agreements did the song come out?
We signed it like like Thursday or Friday, something like that. The next Friday the song came out. 1 week.
How has that song coming out influenced or affected your beat leasing business?
To be honest, I don't think there's much difference. I don't think. Like right now, maybe in the future, but right now, because I believe like always, what you get in right now is the work that you done 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So I don't expect I'm getting like the fruits of like 6ix9ine placement right now. Maybe 2 months from now, 3 months from now. So we gotta wait and see how like if the numbers are going up.
Yeah, I think another thing too is just this idea that a lot of producers who are just starting to license beats online think they need some kind of big placement to start making money, and it seems like that's not the case for either of you. Was that fair to say?
No.
Yeah, we both like make, how do you call it, 5 figures, right? It's 5 figures. We both make 5 figures with no placements, with no nothing. We're just like uploading beats every day, like not every day, but really like making beats every day and having a schedule. Like for me, like it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and keeping like and also like working like not uploading my throw out beats. Like I upload like literally my best beats. The beats I don't like, I don't even upload them because I care about my customers. Like I always want something like to bring something new, and that's what like literally leveled up my channel and my business.
So this is a good question. So the two of you have obviously schedules. You've put yourselves on schedules. I know you're not on the same schedules. I don't think you are, because I've looked at your profiles and I've noticed the uploads are different. Ransom, how often do you upload beats? How many beats do you upload a week, and why?
I upload like 3 a week. That is Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Before I used to upload every day, but I was watching the market, so I had to slow down my upload on YouTube, because the thing is that if you're uploading every single day, you're not giving the consumer time to like digest the beat and make decision. and it also drains you out from the other end as well. And the fact I was like doing my NYC, like going to work, then working in the evening, it was a big no go. So I had to like adjust. So through that adjustment, I noticed that my sales went up and views started like climbing up, and it looked more organized, and I had more time for myself.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine that too, because I was uploading beats every day and my sales went up, but my views aren't great. It's weird. I think no one knows what's gonna happen, but I'm glad you brought up, and you brought this up earlier, Ransom. You talked about focusing on your consumer needs. Obviously that's because you went to a finance program, so you know a lot about the market, and you know you have information and knowledge about consumer needs. So what is it that you do with your uploading strategy or your customer service strategy that really focuses on your consumer needs?
What I do, first of all, views on YouTube doesn't matter. Is trying to attract them to your customers, like send to your store. Like what are ways for you to bring your audience and your potential buyers to your store? I usually use ads like on Instagram. Then I was always throwing money on ads before I started building up my B-stars, and I used to do like free beats. Buy one, get one free, buy two, get two free. Then I also like specific with my upload, because I know what they want. So I go to check the top selling beats on my store. The one I say, I make something similar with that, but with extra features, like new vibes.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up on that too, to talk about SEO. But Ramoon, what's your strategy as far as addressing your consumers' needs, figuring out what they want?
For me, it's the opposite of Ransom. It's YouTube, then BeatStars, because YouTube is like the funnel. I make sure my YouTube is like as perfect as I can get it. Like for example, I spent like the whole Sunday searching for good picture for the thumbnails that match like the beats that I'm gonna upload. Like for me, like the thumbnails and the name of the beat is like so important. Like I spend a lot of time like just finding the perfect picture that goes with like the beat, and I feel like that's what really like that's how my channel really blew up. Like, and also through keywords. Like for example, my channel like is like G Balvin X Wizkid type beat. So when I put that keyword, like the video is going up like automatically, because that's like the right keyword for my channel. You feel me? I've never did like ads or anything. It was always like YouTube, just YouTube. I'm always focusing on getting my channel like subscribers up and everything, and that's like works in parallel with the BeatStars.
So how do you do your keyword research? How did you determine that J Balvin times or X, whatever we're calling it, Wizkid type beat is the keyword for your channel? And then Ransom, I want to ask you the same question about the keywords that you find work for you.
I mean, for me, it was like through work, like analyzing, going through my YouTube and analyzing the videos that doing well, why they doing well, and everything. And I found like, and also vidIQ. I use vidIQ also to see my like to search keywords and things like that. So I found like G Balvin X Wizkid or Wizkid X G Balvin. It's either I'm switching it up, and also Wizkid X Afrobeat. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to show everybody what we're talking about. So I have the vidIQ extension here.
Yeah.
And so I can kind of determine, you know, I can spy on your keywords. So I see which keywords are working for you. And then honestly, if I were looking at your channel and kind of determining what the best keywords are for you, I'd look at, you know, the highest. Wow, congratulations. This is probably selling like crazy. I'd look at the
Yeah.
highest performing beat and say, okay, what are his keyword rankings like, and what kind of keywords is he using? And you can see, okay, J Balvin type instrumental was just probably really competitive. WizKid type instrumental, J Balvin times WizKid type beat, which is probably really competitive. I would look at that and, you know, see what your ranking is, and you're actually ranking, you know, number one on your targeted keyword, which is really great. You know, obviously I would do the same thing for Ransom and kind of look at, you know, what's a video with, you know, a lot of traffic, and then kind of take a look at, you know, what his keywords are, which keywords he's using, which keywords he's putting in the title, that kind of thing. So Ransom, what is your strategy like for keywords and for SEO? I know you use a lot of ads, but in addition to the ads, how do you optimize your videos or your uploads? Because BeatStars has keywords too, and those are important.
Yeah. Like what works for me is Burna Boy type beats and Runtown type beats. So like I was always on that consistent like Burna Boy type beat. So that's how my YouTube channel blew up. I used to make trap beat before I switched to like Afrobeat. So I mostly focus on Burna Boy X Afrobeat type beat because that what works for my channel.
So that was a perfect transition into this question. People ask me this question too because I don't really upload trap beats, and it seems like in the producer community a lot of people think if you're not uploading the style of beat that seems to be the most popular, you're not going to win. In my experience, if I started trying to compete, you know, with like someone like Cash Money AP or, you know, whoever that's already really big with the trap beats, I'm gonna lose because I can't compete. So I want to make something that has less competition. How do you feel about your decision, especially you, Ransom? Because you just said you used to make trap beats and you switched to Afrobeat. Why did you make that decision? How has it benefited you?
Because I was observing the markets, because one, the market for trap beats is oversaturated, but Afrobeat is not really saturated. Like the volume is kind of low, so that's why I focused on it and started building it there. And what I realized on YouTube, most people are looking for vibes that are like dancing, like they can dance to, you know, vibe. Like something outside the trap, because trap is like trap, they are always like used to the trap, so they want to hear all that stuff. So and also like the way like Afrobeat is also doing well too as well, so that's why I decided to focus on that.